Hello and welcome to another Confessions of an Amazon FBA Entrepreneur. It's been a pretty cool week this week. Had some good wins and some good lessons as well. So let me start with the wins. So I published my third book on Wednesday onto Amazon.com, all about Amazon and selling on Amazon. This book was all about selling on Amazon in India. So if you've been following along with any of my stuff, you'll know that I absolutely love Amazon.in, not least of which because it is crazily uncompetitive. There is a vast amount of people in India wanting to buy things online, and also they love products from outside of India, much like the Chinese, who you probably saw recently were buying up all of the formula for their babies because they thought the formula, or indeed the formula in China, some of it had been tainted, and so they were looking to buy formula from Australia. And I knew people who were just sending over barrel loads of the stuff into China and selling it at 3 times what they were buying it from Coles for. So buy it from Coles for $25, sell it in China for $75, and they were making an absolute mozza. So it's a similar kind of thing in India, and I have had some great success selling there, and also a lot of frustrations as well, getting the thing set up in the first place. Took me a long time to do that. I learned a lot about how Indian businesses work, not only on Amazon, but also in general. And so I put it all into a book, and that's the book just up there, and I'll put a link just below if you want to go and check that out on Amazon itself. Also this week I had a great interview with one of the Aussie online entrepreneurs, Pippa McCreary, and Pippa is an absolute powerhouse of a woman. I really enjoyed my chat with her. We had a barrel of laughs, and I learned some cool things too. And so this is a wonderful thing about doing these interviews is more often than not, I walk away with some new ideas, some new strategies that I can apply in my own Amazon business. And I'm interested in building my business. I want to feed my family, provide a future for my children. And so, yeah, that's very important to me. So if you haven't seen that interview with Pippa, I'll put a link for that at the end of this video, and I'll keep this video very short today, but I'll put a link to that at the end of this video so you can go and watch that, which will be really good. Also had an interesting situation this this week with lawyers, and really lawyers suck. And if you're a lawyer, I used to own a law firm. A lot of my friends are lawyers, and lawyers still suck. So I had a situation where I contacted a lawyer to get some advice about a particular commercial thing that I was working on, and the lawyer instantly sent me an invoice for $750 for their advice. And so I thought, okay, cool, no worries. I'll pay the invoice, all good, and no advice had been given at this point. The idea was that we would jump onto a conference call. I'm here in Portugal, of course, so the business was in Australia. So we jump on a conference call in Australia, that's where the lawyer is, and then they would give me the advice, yada, all is good. So I pay the $700, $770 including GST. We get on the conference call, and the advice was, you need to find an expert lawyer to give you the advice. Now, I'm not even shitting you. That was, when you strip it all back, when you take away all the gumph that happened for 45 minutes, that was the sum total of the advice. You need another lawyer to give you more advice. So at the end of that, I said to the lawyer, now, unless I am very much mistaken, I've just paid you $770 to tell me that I need another lawyer. And after a lot of they said, no, I've given you lots of practical tips and advice, And I said, well, no, not really. And I kind of laid it out for them like this. I said to them, look, imagine that you would have come for me for marketing advice on Amazon. And then I say to you, I'm the perfect person to teach you, to give you this advice. So just pay me $770 and we'll jump on a phone call and I'll give you the advice. And then we jump on the phone call and I say to you, okay, here's what you need to do. First things first, you need to go and find an expert on Amazon. Now, that was how I kind of put that across to him. And in the end, I think he kind of got it, although he hasn't said, oh, don't worry about paying the invoice, I'll pay you that back. Hasn't said anything like that. But in the end, I think he kind of got it because he was very, very sheepish at the end. So lawyers suck. And I'm sure if you've dealt with any lawyers, you will know that too. Final thing I want to mention as well is that one of the Aussie online entrepreneurs, Jeff Wainwright, top bloke, making a ton of cash on Amazon. I interviewed Jeff a couple of weeks ago. He gave some awesome tips about about sourcing things in China, stuff like that. He was very, very kind to put together a video all about processes, Amazon processes, to systemize an Amazon business. Very, very kind of him to do that. And so I'll leave a link, probably that link just down there. I'll leave a link for Jeff at the end of this video too, and I'll put it there for you. So I'll put Pippa's there, and I'll put Jeff's there. Okay? See you soon.